Hey guys, it's me Finley here, and obviously I only have one eye done right now, and that's because I'm going to show you what the other one is. This week's look is a colorful pinup, so that's what it is. Instead of using the usual solid black eyeliner with a neutral eyeshadow and a red lip, I did my own little spin on it, and it's blue ombre eyeshadow and blue ombre eyeliner and a subtly kind of purpley pink lip, and I think it goes beautifully together. So now, to see the entire look done, continue on watching. Still don't know what I'm gonna title it, but this is the look so far. And don't mind my wrist, that's from taking off all the other color from my lipstick brush. Yeah, that was the pinky color I'd planned on using beforehand. This looks like the same color, but it's not the same color. This is a more red color. So, starting off, you're going to need a colorful eyeshadow or eyeshadow palette. Color of your choosing. I chose blue because I have blue eyes and blue bandana. I always do blue. Always. So I will be using the colors, I always forget, Chaos and Gonzo for this eye makeup look. And along with those two colors, I will be using Urban Decay's first Naked palette. From that, I'm going to be using Naked, Buck, and Sidecar. I didn't even think to use these blues, but I like using my electric palette. You will need a good eyeshadow primer. I always recommend an eyeshadow primer because if you don't prime your eyeshadow, you're gonna end up getting it'll get all creasy, and just it doesn't look as good when you don't prime your eyes. And so I use Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, but for the longest time I used from this really cheap drugstore product. I don't remember what it is, but it came with a highlighter and a primer. I used that for a really long time before I decided to move on to an Urban Decay one because I didn't know how into makeup I would really get. So, eyeshadow primer. Before you do anything with eyeshadow primer, start off with your face too, because that's important. I don't do foundation, so no, I don't have a foundation routine to show you. I just do eyebrows and toner, which you apply with a cotton ball. And this just makes everything all even out and prevents you from getting dry skin, so it keeps everything together. And the longer it works, the better it looks. Like, my face did not look this good before. So I use Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer in Eden, and it's very simple to apply. But the thing is, when it comes to applying eyeshadow primer, let it set. Not like you just apply it like this. Don't let it set like that. That doesn't do any good. And you take your clean finger and you smudge it in. And for a lot of things in makeup, your finger can go a long way. So no, you don't always need a brush. And so you just smudge it all around and make your eye all primed up. Make sure you get every little piece of it, because sometimes it just doesn't. Okay, so now that your eye is, I got something in my eyeball. Okay. Now that your eye is primed, you have to wait for it to set. Now, normally when I'm waiting for my eye shadow primer to set, I apply highlight. Well, I already did that. So, I'm going to talk to you about what I plan on doing for this. So, it is not a cut crease. It is more of an ombre look. And for that, I used 4 different colors, and I used 2 different eyeliners. And I used 1 liquid and 1 felt tip, because it sounds complicated, but it is not complicated. Taking the color Revolt, I'm going to put that at the corner of my eye. brighten things up a bit. Okay. So I think my eyeshadow primer, I'm going to be using a fluffy applicator using the color Naked and applying that all over my eyelid. This sets the eyeshadow base. Time for the fun stuff. Using the color Chaos. That's this one. Look how pretty these two are. Just, isn't that beautiful? It's so beautiful. Okay, and taking the more tapered end of the brush that comes with the palette, you don't have these. You don't have the Urban Decay electric palette. There are other alternatives, like the Sephora palette. Don't mind these, they're from one of my nephews. But the Sephora palette, I don't know if they still make it, but I'm pretty sure you can find it online, and it's not as expensive, and it's got a lot more colors. I use this palette a lot. I just didn't use it today because it's an overwhelming amount of the color blue. So taking this brush, putting it in Chaos, and then just applying it on the eyelid. There's nothing fancy here. So then I'm not applying it on the entire eyelid, as you can tell. Now because I have on eyeshadow primer, it's a lot harder to blend because Urban Decay products work so well together. Now taking this angled brush, I'm going to blend it in more. See, blending takes a while. I think this is why some people's makeup looks really bad. No offense, but not saying you people don't blend makeup, but some people just don't know how to blend. Blending is important. You want your eyes to not look crazy, blend. It won't kill you to spend an extra 5 seconds blending. Okay, so once that lightest color is blended in, I'm going to be taking the color Chaos from the same palette and putting it closer toward the inner portion of my eye. Almost making a V. And carry that a little further down. And then, guess what you do now? Blend. Now, once those are blended, the same Urban Decay palette, or for those of you who don't have it, a neutral or a darker neutral color, and I'm using the color Buck. And you take that with your same little blending brush, get the darkest color, and blend it in right here. Okay. Now, using that same palette, or if you use individual colors, go with a shimmery shade, and I'm using the color Sidecar because it's beautiful and I think it's sparkly and pretty. And you just put it on the points of the eye that you have not made blue. And it's okay if you like that and the blue go together. It'll even it out a little more if you use too much of the blue. And that's your eyelid. Now it's time for the eyeliner. This may seem intense for some of you, but it is not as scary as it seems. It's simple. You just follow the shape of your eye. Watch and learn. So, starting at the middle of your eyelid, using the side of the felt tip eyeliner, or if you're using liquid eyeliner, the side of that brush. Going in with a very thin line, start and follow your eye shape. This little piece I did going up, it's not really as important this time that you get it precise. Because when it's time for the blue, see, that is how you make a winged eyeliner. Look at it. I made that a little chunky on purpose. Then you just continue. I'm a clumsy person. Okay, so that's how you get that winged effect with the regular black color. That's if you're into that like plain, which is okay. But if you're not done with the eyeliner there like I wasn't, you go in with your blue liquid eyeliner. Take the brush, follow in where you made that same and ta-da! You've got two. Okay. And now you're just finishing off the rest of the eye, which just means taking this darkest blue, which is Chaos for me, and applying it on the lower lash line. blend that out. Take a black mascara, eyeliner. Line the waterline. And last but not least, apply mascara. And then when you're all finished, apply the lipstick shade of your choice. And that is it. You are done. So, now that you've seen that, let me know what you want to see next. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to my channel. Also follow me on Instagram, which is thecolorred97, so same way it's spelled down here. And yeah, tell me what you want to see next. I want to know. Help me get inspired. That's about it. Have a good day and